Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to heal from difficult parents. Watch this video. Hi everybody, welcome back. If you've been here for a while, thank you for being here. And if you're new, please click the little subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications when I do release new videos. I want to dive right in today. How to heal from having a difficult parent. So many of you come to me with a narcissistic or an emotionally immature parent, and you're like, do I have to do no contact? Here's the thing. No contact will help to have the trigger at bay so you can start to align with self more. But the deeper work is the emotional release. That's what I want to talk about today. And I do a lot of somatic work in my groups and in my coaching. And so I'm going to show you guys and tell you guys a little bit about some of the things. So when you have a difficult parent, whether it is an aggressive father or a narcissistic mother or an absent father, emotionally unavailable parents. They provided all the financial needs for you, but the emotions were never validated or accepted. That's very difficult. I was guiding one of my groups this week through a father wound, and we didn't know that everyone in the group would have the same topic. That's how it works in my groups, that synchronicity that always comes forward and connects us on a conscious collective level. I'm always so excited about it and never shocked, but it was about a father wound, and you can replace this with a mother wound. But what I notice about the father wound specifically is if you had an emotionally unavailable parent or an aggressive parent, abusive parent, whatever it is, until you do that work of releasing them, and this is what I mean, taking your power back. If you still give them power, you're scared around them, you can't quite say what you want to say around them, you don't have the opportunity to say what you want to say because they're unavailable. This means that your power is still stuck and it's over there. It has been externalized. And so you do this with your partners as well. You might actually look for a very powerful type partner so you can be adjacent to that power and feel the power, even though it's still not embodied. You may be one of these people that likes to be alone because being with someone makes you lose yourself. This all has to do with a parental wound. So what I want to say about getting your power back is you have to be aware of your energy around the topic. When someone brings up your father wound or your mother wound or someone talks about it or you have to be around it and you all of a sudden notice you shrink a little bit because you're not going to get your need met. You're not going to feel seen. They're not going to validate. If it's one of those narcissistic mother situations where they're always kind of an undercover competition, there's a jealousy there, or they always have to bring it back to them. They can never let you just be in your experience and have any type of attention. You're going to notice yourself coping with that by wanting to feel guilt. Am I doing something wrong? Am I just blaming my mother for something internal? Why is she always like that just with me? Is it me? This is you taking your own power away. You catering, people pleasing, trying to be better so they give you attention, trying to not take up too much space because they don't like it. All signs that you are still not in your power over this. So what I was telling some people this week that I was coaching about, the topic is that this is the best thing to do and the hardest thing to do. When you're around such parent or you're around the topic of parent, notice how that makes you feel. That's your coping mechanism. You feel it, but then you do something, right? The action step is the thing we want to look at. You can feel, I'm not going to be heard. But then what you need to do if you're around them is say, Mom, I was still talking. What do you mean you're still talking? You take up too much space. You were over that. No, I actually wasn't over that. And I don't think 5 seconds is too much space. I actually need someone to hold space for me because of what I'm going through. And I understand you went through something similar, but right now I just want to try to navigate this current situation. Or, hey, Dad, it really scares me when you raise your voice like that. And if you keep doing that, I have to leave the house. I have to leave. Or realizing that you don't have access to a parent because they're so emotionally unavailable and maybe void from your life. and really doing the journal work around writing out all those true feelings of why I think that I have such an emotionally unavailable parent. What happened to them? Not you. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything. There's nothing you could ever do to make a parent leave you. It's not you, it's them. Noticing that you probably still attract that in partners and asking yourself, can I work with my emotional imprint to allow myself to know that it may be uncomfortable to get that emotional attention, but I do deserve that? And the discomfort of it is I don't know if it's real. I don't know how to take it. I don't know if it'll leave. Work through all those feelings. Taking your power back and healing from a difficult parent means becoming a better parent to yourself, listening to yourself, doing this validation work, and also taking the action step to not allow it. If it means I'm taking 3 months away from you until you can learn to respect me, then that's what it means. And so many of you are afraid to do that. You find it hard because you're like, but it is my mother. It is my father. Great. You are their daughter. You are their son. They're not the parent right now. They need you to be the parent. That's why they take attention away from you. That's why they take power away from you, but you can stop that. As a child, you couldn't stop it. You had no choice. You had to survive. You had to give away the power for a while to get through life. Forgive yourself for that. There was no other option. And no, God didn't do that to you. This is just generational trauma that people create. God knew that you had the tools to be the cycle breaker and end this, guys. Welcome to my life. So you're going to have to do the hard thing. You're going to have to say what you feel out loud, even if it scares you, even if your voice shakes, even if you're afraid they'll get worse and more scary or more abandoning. Okay, it already sucks. It can't get any worse. And if they're not around you, trust me, the energy will be better. This is a tough subject. But this is what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to make a big choice. Do I continue to abandon myself to be part of the tribe? Or do I start to own the truth of my feelings and not abandon myself? Short little video today. I have a podcast that's going to be released on Wednesday. So really pay attention to that and DM me with questions on Instagram or go to my website and go ahead and fill out one of those contact forms, because I am here for your questions and your comments and your wonders and your worries. I do have one-on-one coaching available in 2025. I do have group coaching. I do have a membership called The Truth Room that goes all in every single week live. If funds are low right now, check out The Truth Room. The price goes up in March. So now is the time to join your community of people doing this work together, being seen, being validated, being understood, and not feeling alone. If you have questions with any of this, just go to my website and send out the contact link or go to my Instagram and DM me. I welcome all of you guys. Please share this with one person you think it could help. I love you guys. And if you're one of the people that have gone through the LA fire, I'm going to do a separate video on that. So, love you guys and see you soon.